Okay, this was a really hard problem because you had 3 fractions at once for the first time. But today we're going to find that these fractions have some differences that you've learned about already. Let's start by drawing our number line. Now I notice that these are all less than 1 whole. So I'm going to mark it here as 1. Now it's always going to help me to mark 1/2. Right away, I notice though that all of these fractions are greater than 1/2. Eek, this is going to make it even harder for us today. Now, I'm going to pick out the ones I know first, and then we'll go to the harder fractions. So I'm going to look here at 3/4. I know that 3/4 is right in between 1/2 and 1. Because I can partition this number line into fourths and say that 1/2 is the same as 2/4. And 1 whole is 4/4. So 3/4 would be right in between them. Next, I'm going to look at 4/5 and 9/10 together. Now again, I see that this could be an equivalent fraction because 5 and 10 are very similar. 5 is a factor of 10. So I could take 4/5 and multiply it by something to get it to tenths. So 5 times something is going to get us tenths. 5 times 2 is going to get you a fraction with tenths. And whatever I do to the bottom, I also have to do to the top. 4 times 2 is 8. Now we've got it. 8/10 is the same as 4/5. So I'm going to put it right here. That means 9/10 is going to go just after it. Now here's the other really cool way that you could have figured this out. I want you to think of a piece of cake, a whole cake, and someone split it into 5 parts. Okay, now think of another cake. And someone split this cake up into 10 parts. I'm going to do my best here. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I looked at these 2 fractions and I thought, well, 4/5 is just 1 away from a whole of 5/5, and 9/10 is just 1 away from a whole of 10/10. But look at these cakes. 4/5 is this much, right? That's still a lot of cake, but look at when I have 9/10. Mrs. Smith loves cake. And I would rather have 9/10 of a cake than 4/5 because I want more cake than that. The pieces of tenths are smaller. So when they get closer to a whole, 9/10 is going to be bigger than 4/5. All right, so let's think about how we can do this. We're going to order them from least to greatest. 3/4 is less than 4/5, which is less than 9/10. Tricky problem today. And if you didn't get it, that's okay. Today you just have to grow your fraction comparing brain.